Beingism versus religion, beliefs and memories. Beingism is contrary to religions and other beliefs. Beingism is not a philosophy of life. It does not come from a study or reflection on the origin of the all, since the Beingist does not think, does not reflect, only connects with the energy that gives life, their essence. Philosophy is born of reflection. Reflection is thinking, and thinking is a mental process that blocks the seventh chakra, as explained in detail in the 4th AtelTrainer book, Transcendental Love, Ancestral Healing. The Beingist person feels and is guided by their heart essence without a doubt. For the Beingist, intuition is their daily language. Differences between Beingism and religion. All religions believe in their own God, interpreting the unique universe, known and unknown. Beingism. Beingists do not believe in anything, but connect with their own essence in connection with the all, source, without interpretations or intermediaries, to avoid erroneous truths. Religion. Belief in good and evil. Belief that there is a hell or a paradise after death. Beingism. Not believing in anything but doing whatever one wants while feeling that whatever one does or doesn't do does not harm or bother anyone in the universe, least of all oneself. Hell is here and now, created by the human mind through its ignorance, beliefs, actions, and dark and selfish intentions. The present world, with its injustices, wars, suffering, and destruction of ecosystems, is the result of the actions of human minds. Religion. Division between conscience and mind, living with double standards. Beingism. Union with oneself, mind-heart coherence. Religion. Religions are separatist, intolerant of each other. Beingism. Beingism is the union between all beings of the universe. Religion. Blindly believing in what the sacred books, commandments, and rules of behavior say, that others wrote centuries ago. Beliefs and reality interpreted for different purposes. Beingism. The sole transcendental rule: do whatever you want, as long as it does not harm or bother anyone in the universe, not even yourself. Religion. Religions are made by humankind for humankind. Beingism. Beingism is made by beings for all beings, mankind, fauna, flora, planet, other dimensions, universe. Universal Transcendental Union. Religion. The religious person delegates their connection to God through religious leaders. Beingism. A Beingist person self-confirms their actions with their own essence in connection with the source, using a real, not fanciful technique for prepared people. The intuition of a Beingist becomes their guide 24 hours a day. Religion. Many religions see women as impure/inferior because they have been created by men. Beingism. Beingist women and men are people and essences alike. They are beings united by the transcendental intention of harmony. Religion. Religion unites only its human followers. Beingism. Beingism is the union between all beings of the universe, human and non-human, of all dimensions. The Beingist is faithful to themselves, to the all. Religion. Religion subdues. Beingism. Beingism liberates. Religion. A religious person owes themselves to their religion. Beingism. A beingist owes themselves freely to their own heart essence. Religion. Religions need their temples, churches, and cathedrals for their purposes. Beingism. Beingism has as its temple the united mind-body essence, planet Earth, nature, the universe, and the connection with their own heart essence. Religion. Religions generate the need to depend on religious leaders by going to temples and churches, making their believers loyal, lost, and dependent. Beingism. Generally, you can only come once to the Beingist International Center of Spain for training and treatment. Liberation is contrary to loyalty. By not following the beliefs and interpretations of others, a beingist person is guided without hesitation by the contrasting voice of their heart essence, limiting the mind and ego to feel the birth of their life's intention, intuition. Beingist people prepare themselves and learn to be able to communicate with their heart essences in a practical, real way, without the need of third parties, teachers, masters, etc. Each beingist person is independent and only shares with other beings their intentions of transcendental union for a united, free, and peaceful world, are sharing the same destiny of planet Earth that navigates at full speed through the universe. Religion. Religions have each made different interpretations of the meaning of life and of the universe/source. But there is only one universe, whether known or unknown. These interpretations are due to the fact that religions have been created by human minds, men, which do not stop interpreting. Beingism. Because a beingist lives from the non-rational mind and from pure intuition, interpretations have no place. A beingist person has cultivated a mind that is open and flexible to change, since absolute truths, like the universe itself, are ever-changing. The serious problem of humanity that affects the entire planet is to have maintained active the beliefs of the past, a past that no longer exists. The path of the human being is contrary to the inertia of the universal evolution that makes things change at every moment. Religion. Religions tell people what to do and not to do, whether they like it or not. Moral obligations. Beingism. Beingism helps people feel that what they like to do is what they have to do. With open-mindedness in connection with transcendental knowledge, without intermediaries, the mind wants to do what its own essence needs. The essence helps the mind to distract itself with healthy activities, as creative distractions are necessary for mental and emotional development and balance. Religions do not have to disappear out of respect for the practitioners of good intentions, only to be transformed in their union with all the others. Each one is a door of connection with the source, under a different name. Religions have to forget the holy and ancient scriptures, as well as their beliefs and norms, because they are outdated in these new times of humanity. They no longer make sense in the new world to come, of transcendental union among all beings. Religions will be transformed to become doors of cultural connection to the same source. They will change the intense thinking necessary for prayer, blockage of the 7th chakra, to cultivate the feeling of their intentions of harmony, union, and universal freedom, giving back to religious practitioners their own existential responsibility without intermediaries. Do whatever you want, as long as it does not harm or bother anyone in the universe, not even yourself. Religious practitioners join their religions in order to channel their innate good intentions. But because of religious interpretations and interests, they have lost faith in themselves to give way to faith in God's intermediaries of many names. The tree does not go to Mass, but it is in perennial connection with the energy that gives life. The source, just by letting itself be carried by existence, with its branches stretched out to the sky and its roots anchored deep in the earth. It does not think, it just is. It just shares its fruits without expecting anything in return. Transcendental Love. Churches, cathedrals, temples, mosques will be places of divine tranquility and universal union among all cultures. They will be the symbol of union between all beings of the universe. Religious and non-religious beliefs instilled in memories and DNA. Thousands of years ago, the first religions appeared, believing in one or several gods, polytheism, all based mainly on philosophical thoughts. Today, the atheist, non-religious person is right in not believing in the truth of religions, but within that person are hidden the religious and superstitious roots of hundreds of previous generations, anchored in evolutionary memories, which will make them unconsciously replicate inherited patterns or generate existential doubts. Atheists, by their beliefs opposed to religions, are in a way creating another religion that does not believe in any God. The problem is to believe. Believing is like having a mental image of something that happened in the past and serves as the only guide to try to replicate it, generations after generations. Wrong. Generation after generation, children and young people replicate the mistakes and virtues of their parents. Parents act the way they inherited during their upbringing, and children, when they become adults, also replicate it unconsciously to a greater or lesser extent, depending on the mental and emotional openness of each young person. Memories, fears, pass from parents to children in the depths of the subconscious mind. Because it's fearful, the mind is conservative. Fearing the unknown, it prefers to move with the experiences of the past, without giving the opportunity to discover something better, something that is offered by the unknown, yet to come. To let oneself be surprised by existence is to live fully. Parents, with their best intentions, guide children without giving them a choice towards being rational, mental people, full of beliefs, norms, and memories. Children are not allowed to be spontaneous, and the development of their intuition, which is the voice of the universal native identity, is repressed. They are educated to be experts of an unconscious, corrupt, outdated, unbalanced system, believing that the only path towards happiness and emancipation is the mental reality with its goals, dreams, successes. They are made to believe that science is the absolute truth, when it only tries to interpret the intricacies of the universe at the wrong time. The evolutionary future is built on the ashes of the past. Humanity has not evolved harmoniously by trying to give continuity to the mistakes of the past. whose evolutionary changes have been like changing the color of things, but not the things themselves. By believing the thoughts and philosophies of the past to be true, society has been creating possibilities, probabilities, and theories. Science. Our society has developed from suffering, centuries after centuries, generation after generation, for having been created from the rational, mental selfishness. Today, we see in the evolution of humanity the greatest injustice and total division, as it moves contrary to the rhythm of the universe existence, which is creation, harmony, and life. In the past, people killed with arrows. Now they have evolved and kill with missiles and atomic bombs, with economic wars, destroying everything. In the past, people were healthier. Now, even the pets get sick. The ancestors of the ancestors, wise and respectful people, sensitive, intuitive people, who did not know how to read or write, took care of their environment, of nature, because they felt united to it. Common sense. Today, the supposedly educated, intelligent society, which knows how to read, write, and even travel to space, has destroyed the most precious good, nature, has polluted the air it breathes, has poisoned the waters of the river it drinks, has killed the seas that feed it. Evolution or destruction? Both religious believers and atheists believe in their convictions. To believe is to think, and thinking is a conscious action of the mind. Philosophy invites to think. It is a product of the rational mind that tries to be flexible, but it will never be able to understand the changing truth of the universe, which manifests itself in an eternal dimension, opposite to the temporal and limited dimension of the rational mind. A beingist neither thinks nor believes in anything, but feels everything in its growth and evolution in union with the all. A beingist transforms and grows to the rhythm of existence. A beingist truly lives, because there is no fear in their life that prevents them from letting themselves be surprised by existence, because they do not want to control or manipulate it. Other divisions. Just like religions, the rational, possessive, and separatist mind, throughout its evolution, has also created politics, wars, social classes, borders, ethnicities, gender struggles, etc. All of them separatist instruments. The world has been divided for centuries by borders, cultures, and interests, in order to guarantee the supremacy conquered in the past by the First World, or to free the Third World from the conquerors, by committing the same mistakes of their oppressors. Society is divided and subdivided in all its facets. Religions separate people from their connection with existence. Politics, social classes, borders, ethnicities, gender, and generational wars are humanitarian divisions that our societies have constructed to justify their existences. Within the groups supposedly united by patriotism, countries, regions, cities, and towns, there are social, cultural, socio-sportive, example soccer, political, governmental, central and local divisions, etc. And within the closely related groups, families and friends, there is envy, jealousy, rage that divide them with great suffering. Even love, as it is known, separates by being possessive. Transcendental Union. For decades, but especially since 2008, the fragmented humanity has been separating at full speed, just like a vase of fine porcelain wood upon falling to the ground. Economic and energy crises, recessions, humanitarian crises, wars, COVID-19 pandemic, and others to come are just the uncontrollable movement of existence that makes the little table on which the fragile vase of humanity rests wobble, and which will soon make it fall to the ground and shatter into 1,000 pieces for a better world. The rigid and selfish minds, amid unnecessary suffering, will continue to divide until they become dust that the wind of the new world already begins to sweep into oblivion, to give way to the new generations that yearn to live united and in harmony on this wonderful planet, paradise of the universe. From the International Beingist Center, located in the isolated valley of Ortunas, Spain, we share the transcendental knowledge that belongs to all of us, as well as the ancestral healing treatments to help prepared people live freely, in harmony with themselves and their environment. In November 2021, we published the manuscript, The New World to Come, written from the essences, as the only alternative for humanity to recover the lost balance and harmony. 5 books and dozens of authors' notes, written in 3 languages, English, Spanish, French, from the silence of the heart, are available to get prepared for the great change of consciousness that is beginning in an unstoppable way, far from all religions and beliefs. All profits from the sale of the books will go to the future AtelTrainer Foundation to build transcendental ancestral healing clinics and hospitals, in union between medical science and ancestral healing, a technique detailed in the 4th book, Transcendental Love, Ancestral Healing. Subscribe to the international mailing list to be informed of Beingist publications by sending a WhatsApp to 0034 655 401044, putting your name, country, and the notation I subscribe, as well as the language, English, French, or Spanish. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, Alain, Tello, Robledo, AtelTrainer. Thank you, and Transcendental Love Hug. We are Alain, Tello, Robledo, Beingist and AtelTrainer's team. www.AtelTrainer.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.